Hello everybody, welcome back. We've got more Star Ocean. I like introing the VODs for people that watch it on YouTube. So, we're still running our goal. We have a Ratchet and Clank goal. Once we reach $2,200, KZ will be able to buy a new PC and upgrade many aspects of this stream, and boy is that going to be wonderful. I really, really want to do that. That'll also make editing stuff like the weekly jam easier. So, we're going to be working on that. While that's going on, we're going to be continuing Star Ocean today. Ow. To try and drum up more support, I am going to be doing a death stream of something. I won't say what it is yet. This week. So for people chomping at the bit for extended streams, I do have a couple of things I do want to get on tap. Because I would like to start next year with this upgrade and stuff, so its support is much appreciated. So when when we last left off, we reached a part where I could not grind, and I said I would go ahead and maybe do some of that later. What I decided to do was I skipped the next cutscene to unlock travel again, and then did grinding and saved in a separate slot. So I don't know what the next cutscene's about. I just know which location it's going to make us go to next. So we'll do that, and then we're going to load my file, having grinded. What I will say is that I got decently strong, and I also really dug into the skill trees and other stuff. So we will, I'll be able to like talk a little bit about some of the upgrades and stuff that we made once we're through this.
So, you return in one piece, with an ally in tow, no less.
Yeah, this is Chloe. Chloe, meet our good pal Midas.
Nice to meet you. Well, perhaps you should have accompanied them.
I like the way she moved because it looked like her hair was going out of control. Actually, the wind in here is kind of making everything rustle a lot. Look at that. Look at his Midas's like tape.
I suppose we will only discuss what could have been.
Oh?
The Empire clearly had the advantage over us at Baldar. We cannot win this fight without taking the upper hand. Director Malthea.
That is true. We cannot win this fight.
Yes.
Unless we win.
I think it is past time the Master heard your reason for departing Ascendant first. Please, this way, everyone.
Man, that really is up there with Evo James Chen this year going, the way to win at Street Fighter is to make every correct decision.
No way that's a sleigh. Maybe a boat?
No, Ray. This machinery.
That's like a hover ship or something.
Director Malthea, is this some kind of aircraft?
Yes, very perceptive. It is an apparatus that will allow semiomancers to soar through the skies. I created this prototype based on a theorized design devised by Maester Midas.
From how I see it, this would revolutionize the war effort. Midas truly has a gift.
'Twas not but a foolish 14-year-old dream.
What if I told you that dream was on the verge of actualization?
Do what you will with my dusty old notion. I am come only to...
See to Sir Albert's arm. Yes, I am aware. Then I suppose it would not interest you to know that the final material needed to complete the Folga lies on Nilbeth?
What?
Maester
Imagine
Midas
pulling up in
once
medieval
attempted
Europe
to make
in
the
a
Folga
banshee
fly,
from Halo. Yeah, that's
using
pretty much what we
ancient
got going on
floating
right now.
semiomancy. But the output was never enough to move them more than a stone's throw. We have recently discovered a catalyst that
The
can
game prides
greatly
itself on
increase
having
the
half
distance and time
half
spent
medieval
airborne.
magic
It is
group, the other
called
half
Levitas Ore,
Star Trek.
and can only be found in the Nilbeth Ancient Coil, in the lands of the Thethin.
If you jest, I shall show you no quarter.
Have you ever known me to make light of semiomantic research?
Fine, I will go.
Maester Midas. But I thought you were only here for Albert's arm. I wouldn't want to get your hopes up too high, Leticia.
When do we leave?
Oh, what?
Good. You should make for the seaport of Kato at once.
Truly inspiring, their costume
arranged
designers,
for a
making sure that
transport.
they
Let us meet at the
perfectly
harbor.
made Nina's outfit so it has like the
All
cleavage
right,
spot.
let's get this show on the road.
If it was just a little
Hold
bit
on.
more high cut, it would
I
just be
think
a
I'll
little bit
staying
less
in the
slutty.
Royal City.
And honestly, you know,
Chloe
she's
needs
earned it.
rest.
Get him,
Her
girl.
imprisonment and our retreat from Baldar has
I say
surely
that, and I
left
did
her
not notice that
exhausted.
our friend Chloe just does not have
Besides that,
pants.
You'll be taking a ship from Kato to Nilbeth. If we were to run afoul of the Imperial Navy, the
I would try to
risk
call
armed
this
combatants on
dumbass
open
horny,
water would be
but
too
Star
great.
Ocean 5 had a mage with maybe the worst outfit I've ever
You
seen.
speak wisely.
If I stay, I can keep you updated on the situation here.
People
via
try to
my
give
device.
Maggie Lou shit for
which
having a
Chloe
book skirt in
has none,
Berseria.
lest you
Meanwhile, that
forget.
bitch just had like fucking
She will
diamond
need
holes
time
across
to
her
learn the
entire
language
fucking pussy.
and the culture of this land.
Yeah, Akiman is the
Chloe's a
character
quick
designer
learner. She should
for
pick
everyone
it
in
up
this.
no time at all.
Yeah, you're right. Take care of her.
Let's not forget Elena's fucking skin tight
much
ass
harder to
cheeks and the
gather the
fact that
right
she is an
materials
android. So
without
someone's
you
like,
there,
I
Elena."
want her to be that stacked and that caked up
I would also beseech her
is
to
important
stay.
for the mission.
I
We
fear
swear.
what my lord uncle and the others may do. I would find
She had
some
green hair,
comfort
so
in
that
knowing what
design
they are
automatically goes
planning.
crazy.
Please.
Sure.
Do feel free to make use of the consortium however you see fit during your stay in Ascendros.
That's very kind of you, Director Melthia. I have some concerns regarding those Imperial armaments. Any data you can share from the last battle would be appreciated.
But of course. Meet me in the harbor in Kato. I will accompany you on the voyage.
Yes?
Okay, so that's the cutscene that I did not see because I immediately paused. Let me see if I can make our way out of here. Let's see, we're level 33, so I had to have gotten a little stronger in between streams. How about level 45? Well, there's the Seaport of Kato. Yeah, I decided to get a little bit bigger. So I upgraded everyone's equipment. I went to the skill tree and really started working on it. I stretched out over the right and left sides. The important thing is I picked up passive skills. Last stream I was getting annoyed because some encounters sucked ass, boss-wise. So I was like, let me get stronger, let me do things. I picked up the passive for heavy usage and quick usage. So now, using items during battle will be 60% faster, which is probably my biggest criticism was why was it so slow. It's because they want you to invest in a skill and then level up the skill. And heavy usage just gives you more of it. So I got a few things like that, upgraded everybody pretty decently. I'm guessing this is a game where you can't low level this and need to upgrade. I have no real idea how this game holds up to certain things. I'm just looking to do well. I do like a system I had not noticed until I started really grinding, where you do get battle chains in this, but only for surprise attacks. So if you keep surprise attacking someone in a streak, they add a 0.1 EXP multiplier to it and continue to stack it. So that's really useful. Levels came pretty quickly and naturally. Did you get the passive that makes you flinch less from weak attacks? I believe I did. I forget if I have it on you, though. Ah, yeah, no guard. Yeah, I might as well pick up no guard. Once I get more SP, I can upgrade it to raise that damage that damage field that allows me to just shrug shit off. But we're powered up now, so we can actually move on to the next section and probably start blazing through parts of this game.
Director Melfia should be awaiting our arrival. Let us make for the seaport on the eastern side of town.
Because when we were playing yesterday, we kept getting encounters where, I was getting smoked faster than, like, certain Tales bosses that get incredibly difficult. Where it's just like, oh yeah, you just, like, poked 2 people and they're already dead. I'm not even aware that they died yet because I'm not looking at the corner of the health bars.
Theo. Well, well. Fancy meeting you lot here.
We must cross the Straits of Kato in order to reach the continent of Nilbeth. Commander Theo has agreed to help us.
So, the Imperial Navy's been trawling around even before Baldar fell?
That is not all, I fear. The reports say the Imperials drawing near Kato were scouts. It seems they plan to invade Nilbeth.
They what?
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
Come, we should depart at once. I only pray the Imperial forces are not too on edge following the battle at Baldar.
Right. Appreciate it, Theo.
I, for one, am not certain what the situation is like in Nilbeth. Make sure you are ready ere we depart.
I'm gonna post an image on the stream here that I think is quite important to culture. It's something that Alto put into our Discord just now. So let me post this in here. This post going never forgiving them for this, where they made Nico Robin white to match the manga after they adapted it. Bro trippin', she looks 10 times better. The reply, I'm racist and still think she looks better pre-time skip. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've seen a post this fucking based in a while. They're like, I'm racist, but even I can accept that we got something going on here. I remember during one stream, I just asked Carl, yo, why is that girl, like, randomly white now? What happened? What happened with that?
Ready to set sail?
Of course,
Right
of course.
then. Let's set sail.
You know, you mentioned there was no diplomacy between us.
Oh, nice. We got like a beachy desert, tropical looking.
Land illegally on their shores.
It's nice to see a new
It
biome.
seems so.
Wait. What do you mean it would seem so? What if
I think
they
she looks
were
way better
thinking too?
pre-time skip. Yeah.
That is precisely the reason why we need Maester Midas here.
My time's not to be wasted.
What's eating you?
All this talking can be done later. The most important thing is for us to make for the Trathan settlement.
So, Ray, take care of Letty, would you?
What's the deal?
Well,
Yo, this track's going in.
even should you all desire to take your leave of Nilbeth, certain complications may impede my ability to stay near. The Imperial Navy may happen upon us, for instance.
Don't sweat a thing. I've been up to my neck in complications since I landed on
So
this
is
planet.
Bridget.
Ray, keep her safe.
It's the Demon Slayer title card vocals? Holy shit, you really just woke me up with that one. Good lord. You are correct. It is the exact same yeah that's used in various things, but absolutely used in that, to which I binged that over the course of like a week and a half.
All right then. The Trathan settlement lies just southwest of here.
Come back here, rabbit!
So, what kind of people
You're
are
mine.
Althea?
A race gifted in semiomancy, who possess corporeal forms that are quite different than our own. The Trathan can propagate their kind sexually and asexually through fission
Ooh.
of osseous cores. They are one of the most powerful species on Nilbeth.
Wow. So, did Uncle Midas have some sort of previous connection with them? He's connected brains ever since he decided to...
Surprise! We got a trophy. I imagine it's like, what, 100? Yep.
Something got you anxious, Albert?
Oh, no, I like that because of the game's setup, I can actually do Air Stinger. Let me try that other move I learned.
What is going on with everybody?
Let's get up close and personal.
Holy moly! That is a long windup, but it's cool as hell. What I'm feeling about Star Ocean 6 especially is it feels like you got this HD game that's more like a SNES RPG, where you're constantly like going to cool new areas and there's no shortage of like towns. Abyssal Gate is busted. What makes it busted? I haven't used it too much. Though I do like that I'm slowly getting an actual set of 3 different combo setups. Like, we have our default slash that goes with the big heavy slash, and then we have our second combo on triangle that's, that opens with the kick, which does, like, double damage if the enemy's, like, in a downed state.
Understood. Director Malthea, be careful. Please, stay close to me.
Would I have to play any other, literally any other Star Ocean? No, I've only played 5, and I can tell you, I retained very little of 5 overarching comparison stuff.
I have no doubt that you are highly capable, Nina. That being said, please do not do anything reckless on my account.
You do well not to dote on children. They'll take advantage of you.
Excuse me, Uncle Midas.
God, I really do love the skybox in this. It's so nice. There's some like connection stuff in it, of course. Like this one apparently is pulling from a lot of stuff that was in 2. Star Ocean 3 has an ending that is incredibly divisive and is hard for them to know how to approach it, so they place everything before it now. But yeah, they're just like, they're action RPGs. There's like a Space Federation. But in a lot of these, it just amounts to, yeah, there's like Federation spaceships and stuff. But you're usually just gonna end up on some normal-ass planet and spend your entire game there. Is my understanding, having played all of 5, and I played a decent amount of this one. Also, I'm feeling it from what I was playing of 3 on PS2, which I played 15 years ago. Oh god, time is really getting bad. Things that I recall not being that long ago. I'm like, KZ, 2007 was a long time ago.
Acceleration insufficient output.
The skybox just has colored planets on instead of nice clouds. It's nice. It kind of just makes the game look better. You have to have a really good skybox for me to admire it, and it's usually from an art standpoint. The last time I thought a skybox looked particularly, like, exceptional was somehow Pokemon Legends Arceus, because it went with a specific art style for a lot of it. I do like that when you surprise an enemy, their model just freezes until the meter that's on them goes away. It's the right level of jank that is also really satisfying. Where the first time I encountered it, I'm like, this seems broken. But no, as intended. 4 is more like Mass Effect with different planets and spaceship and crew, but 4 is also a little bit cursed. Yep, at least you can get that on modern platforms. Like, they did a 4K remaster of that. There is a PS2 port on PS4, and I guess by extension 5 of 3. And you can play 1 through a port on the PlayStation. And 5 came out on PS4, so you're good there. But 2 is nowhere, I think specifically to Slight Field. As I started talking my way through each one you can play, I now understand why Chris is so angry. I'm like, that's every mainline Star Ocean game. Oh shit.
Emergency protocol.
They should probably go to jail. Given that most of the Star Ocean fan base says 2 is literally the best entry in the entire series, and it's the one they haven't ported anywhere. Star Ocean 2 is available on PS4 only in Japanese. Now I even more understand it. Those motherfuckers need to go to jail. Just translate it. You brought it over here once. Do it again.
Firearm signatures detected. Initiate emergency measures.
Uh-oh.
That sound. It's Imperial gunfire. Looks like we've got company.
I've listened to Chris 3 or 4 times across my years of knowing him extol the virtues of that game and mechanics you can do, and it's always been truly cool.
What a most advantageous orb.
Kind of crazy we're getting Valkyrie profile Lenneth on modern platforms before fucking Star Ocean 2. Imperials like Final Fantasy 15? That's too easy. I'll figure out something later.
Could it be? More of them.
Yo, the baddie of the day.
Stay sharp.
We must focus on the battle at hand.
Again, for people who haven't seen this combat, whenever you dash forward and quickly do a feint by going left or right or up or something, if you break a line of sight, it confuses the enemy for bonuses.
Well, that's over with.
Are you all right, Malkia?
Midas, is that truly you?
In the flesh. Thank goodness you're safe.
You jumped in so quickly. I assumed you were another Imperial lackey.
My apologies.
Starting to notice the more if they just made every Star Ocean character look like an anime woman that is part alien, the models won't look bad. Every human in this doesn't look particularly good, but she's fine. She's like great.
Unchanged, just as last I saw you.
You flatter me, but I have changed in my own way over these years. By the way, your companions are peering in this direction with some confusion.
Man, this voice actress gets around. I am pretty sure she's
It would seem
Sophia in
they have
Stranger
all
of Paradise. And
Forget them. The less they know, the better.
what's her name in AI 2? Moksha.
That will
Obtain
not do,
moksha.
Midas. I am certain your friends would like to hear the whole story. I see some familiar faces.
I play a lot of JRPGs for years and years now, so it's really good to see certain dub casts become more prominent, and then new ones come in, and then you see them in everything. It's very fun.
Deeply honored you would remember me.
Her braids are bouncing off her
Lady
titty right now.
Malkia.
You have grown into a beautiful woman. And the boy has grown into a fine young man.
Like you'd see
Welcome to Nilbeth.
you'd see like Troy Baker in a lot of stuff, or Laura Bailey in a lot of stuff, and then it
I
kind
am
of switched
alive
over.
and well thanks to you, Lady Malkia.
That is all well and good, but you do not appear to be in the best of health.
You see right through me.
I could sense the osseous core I separated with 14 years ago. But I never imagined Midas would be with it.
Osseous core? Oh. So, was that the material used to replace Albert's arm all those years ago?
Welcome, Midas, Princess Leticia.
Yeah, you need to understand, chat. There was maybe 10 minutes of cutscenes in Star Ocean 5 or something. I gotta stream through that game at some point.
I am the leader
It
of
is
the
such a
Trathan
downgrade
tribe, the
for
native
normal
peoples of
games.
Nilbeth. Follow me. I will lead you back to our village. We can discuss more there.
Why didn't you mention you were friends with their leader from the start?
I was not expecting to see her, much less.
I started looking at her voice actor again, and it's like, she's also Nua in Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I'm like, yeah, they just cast her as anytime there's a woman that is will, in fact, to dominate you sexually.
Seems like there's something going on between them.
Yo, nice Yggdrasil we got over here.
There lies the reason.
Yeah, really heavy
Assume
Ada
she might
energy.
not have the highest opinion of the Osarian royal family.
In Star Ocean 5, they would force you to walk at default speed that entire time and not go through this door. Here they're like, no, this is like a video game. Get to it, my friend.
And our bastion against the Imperial forces.
I see. For what reason is the Empire invading Nilbeth?
We can discuss such matters in my home. Visit at your leisure.
Whoa, the frame rate, like, does not like this room.
Malkia's room is deeper in. I'll take a look around the settlement, then head there. Looks
Good
like
lord.
There's a side door I can go out from.
I like how the giant open plains were not a problem, but this interior, this tree, they're like, no, let's drop this to, like,
I should probably head
something
over to
rough.
Malkia's.
Jeez.
Now then, let us start with what brings you
Those
to
rocks are
Nilbeth.
4K at that point. I have to
fight
wonder, man.
back against the Veil Empire. With your blessing, we hope to mine the Levitas ore found deep within the Nilbeth ancient coil. The ore will ultimately serve as an indispensable catalyst.
Catalyst, you say? I see. Oh, so you intend to use the Folga?
You know of the Folga?
Of course I do. Midas promised we would...
Yeah.
What are you shouting for, man?
The Folga, you see, was an idea Midas thought up while with Marcus, Filberto, and I 14 years ago.
Dad and Dr. Ethan too?
Lady Malkia was involved in the invention of the Folga? This is the first I have heard of it.
In a manner of speaking, I was. Am I wrong to say so, Midas?
Yes, I would not have met you otherwise.
Mayhap. The ancient coil is Nilbeth's most sacred ground. If we would allow outsiders to dig within, I would impose one condition.
Anything you ask.
I would ask for your assistance in routing the Imperial threat that encroaches on the ancient coil and our home. Excavation may prove difficult with the Empire so close at hand, besides.
Did we stand a chance? Baldar was no match for them at all.
The royal city of Nilbeth has not sent aid due to the small number of Imperial soldiers. The villagers tell me the enemy has but a single warship.
So, we'll be fine, right?
Yeah, it's just
If
one.
we cannot rout this small a force, then I fear for our return home.
I am counting on you all. Let
Yeah,
us
Keith
make our
Silverstein's
moves
just
when
in this.
ready.
He's everywhere. We
I
play
will
Tactics
accompany you.
Ogre. He's there.
So do call
We
on
play
me
AI
once
too.
you've made the
He's there.
necessary preparations.
I watched Jujutsu Kaisen dubbed. He's there. That fucker is everywhere.
We'll be clashing with the Imperial forces. Gotta make sure we're ready for them.
I didn't even know until I looked him up like earlier this year that he wasn't even white. I don't know why I assumed.
Have you made ready? Then let us be off.
That's kind of like when I
When
learned
we meet
Marluxia's
in
English
the
VA
number,
is also
but take
like
caution.
is also black. He's got that silky smooth
Do you
voice.
know where
Yeah.
the brutes dwell?
I
He is
do.
unironically
We
one of
shall
my
patrol their invasion
one of my
and
recent
destroy
faves.
them one by one. We have also received reports that the enemy commander is present during their invasion effort.
Ah, if we take the commander down, we can send them packing easy.
Just so. Boy, I will not overstep my bounds, but take care.
Understood.
Let us be off then. We shall show these foolish Imperials what we are capable of.
Yeah, Sam, that is also pretty good.
First, we must head outside.
It's very surreal when people say 4, and I'm like, 4 what? Huh, they did do that, didn't they? Shit. Oh yeah, she's also a party member. Oh, that's neat. Oh yeah, there she is. She's actually a decent bit lower than us too. Oh man, you giving me that slutty look. Alright, well fucking... Sorry, Albert. You're going over there. You've got quite the skill tree. KH4 announcement was April. Feels so long ago. It feels so new to me, to be honest. Just because, you know, crazy, man. Been a busy year. Auto healing, extend dodge. The important thing to do this is to, like, look at what you do. Int is 508. Okay, that tells me that spells are what your main thing is. What do your moves do? Okay, you do Queen's Beat, a jab with a long reach using slime arms. Royal Sword. Impales the enemy and absorbs HP. Okay. Alright, that tells me to immediately prioritize. I'll typically look at what their dominant stat is, and then I work on what the fuck is that. God, I hate Carl. Oh my lord. Alright, so based on this, we know that the int is typically the better choice, so I'll try to move my way toward the int-related things in the skill tree. As someone who's kind of lazy, I wish they just had a button of, if I went here in the skill tree, it would unlock everything here if I had the money for it. But, you know, whatever. We got Acid Rain. So we'll move our way down here. We have an ass load of points to put into her, so we'll be able to come in here with a decent chunk. Up our fire resistance, and the passive here, longer punishment, extends the duration of status ailments. Now, looking at this, there's more int this way, so we're definitely gonna have to go for this. Guts is important. What is this? Masochistic Semiomancy. Expend HP to shorten casting time. Spring of Wisdom reduces users' guts but increases int. Powerful but risky. That's neat. Star-pilled Ocean Cell. Thank you for the $4. Let me open up that thing that may in fact give me the note or whatever. No, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Working our way toward our PC upgrade goal so these streams can look better. Increases the effect of the factor on equipped armor. Better factors mean more equipment and skill options. What are we at? 779. Alright. Leadership. Crush. Yeah, at this point I guess I would go for Guts. I did not equip this skill. Deep Freeze. Here we go. Get that. $454, we'll be able to get this extend dodge, yeah. And pick up Wildcat. Slice is moving left and right, hits a wide area, she's invincible for the duration. Now that's pretty good. Now we're at 164. There we go. We filled this out a good bit. Serval Hunt. Yeah, I guess I'll go for Wildcat on that. Yeah, that's good enough for now.
My time has come.
She's Servaling Hunt. Thank you. Her buttons seem interesting, so I wanted to at least give her a try.
Our prey is in sight. With me. An excellent find.
Prepare yourselves for this must sting.
Unique to Malkia's VA, she auto-fires ice needles when changing directions. Sure. Ah, we gotta be like right up against it. Yeah, I said buttons. I know it's hard to not look at the butt because of what they've done with this character, but yeah.
Multiple enemies detected. Firearms identified. Secure the perimeter.
A most useful orb, if not somewhat annoying.
Yeah, sorry about that. Duma doesn't listen to anyone.
The Imperial soldiers are over there.
Huh?
What is it, Ray?
It's those guys again. No, it's nothing. Sorry.
Our aim is not to take life, but do not hesitate. Forward.
We don't need to kill, but you can do it if you want. Wow, that does shoot off. That's sick. Perform 200 blinds, I tell ya.
Another day.
Now, on to the next.
Right.
An excellent find.
Earth and chainmail. This is a major upgrade for literally everyone. Wow. Thank you, Nepsank Button, for dropping $6. Feeling just slightly evil. That's fair. Yeah, gameplay-wise, the fact that she has a thing that feeds, again, into the gameplay of air dashing toward the enemy and changing direction to blindside, which then gives you more action points to mash out buttons. but then also shoots ice shots to deal additional damage to the enemy. This combat system is a lot more unique than I'd say other action RPG ones, and it does a really good job of feeding its systems into each other quite well. Because if you're someone who goes into this and you're just going to mash square or triangle, you will immediately get exhausted and not be able to do many attacks. You'll have to wait a lot. But if you're like dashing and doing stuff, you know, pretty regularly, you'll have a lot of AP. You'll have like a full bar like me right now.
Next one.
My, how you have grown into quite the reliable princess. Let us keep moving.
Well, gotcha. Honestly, a lot of characters in this have sauce on their combos by this point.
I have grown somewhat used to their firearms.
Oh, in a good way or a bad way?
You are all far more skilled than I imagined. Such prowess is a rarity, even among the warriors of Trathen. We might consider a surprise attack on the Imperial warship. That should drive them back from whence they came.
Lady Malkia, please return to the settlement. We are under attack.
Uh-oh.
A large number of Imperials. Their commander is on a rampage. Never have I witnessed such brutality.
Return with all haste, now!
Okay, let's go backward. Hold up. Man, they actually faced us toward the goal. It kind of threw me off. I'm like, weren't we going this way? It's like, no, they turned us around. We're good. We're under fucking attack. Just pretend that that bitch was the one you see in all the ads of the white woman wearing barely anything. Trying to advertise your favorite mobile game. She got stuck. Neat. Yeah, put him in the fucking ground. Gotcha. She would get me to try Pokemon Go, I'll admit it. Okay, that's fair. Oh, wow, they coming.
No, this can't be.
What have they done?
Well, well. I was not expecting you back so soon, Lady Trathen.
You wretch.
Ray, this is the same man who attacked us in Rythel after Elena came down. You're right. No mistake in that horn and pale skin.
Oh, this must be the dude that, Leticia fought in her route that I didn't see.
The peons who are looking into meteorites and Helgar's disease and Rythel. My apologies for not introducing myself before.
I didn't meet this guy. I fought someone else.
Gaston Gauchier.
Yeah, aliens in this look way better with their style.
Or is that a Duma with you?
Like compare this dude to the main fucking male character, and you're like, what the hell?
If you recognize Duma, you must not.
Thankfully, his name is Raymond Lawrence, which saved everything.
I ask you the same, or ask why you're staring at me so bitterly, for that matter. Are we not allies? You have a Duma with you, after all.
I would never dream of allying myself with one who would commit such atrocities.
So true, Oomphy.
More words on a general of the Vale Empire. You will not lay another finger on the Trathan people.
As you wish. Just don't expect me to hold back. I will not go as easy on you as I did at our first meeting.
Do your worst.
Detecting unforeseen hostile threat. Secure the perimeter.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Unfortunately, we're fighting in the building with a bad frame rate.
Energy levels
I do like that he, as a boss, he can still be blindsided. Hold on, let me activate this thing. There we go. I no longer can use Duma Dash, but now we take significantly less damage. Duma's now doing a physical field across the whole party. Losing AP, time to switch modes again. Did you drop a fucking anvil on him? What is this, a cartoon? Blindsided. Alright, finish him up. Oh.
Your having a Duma around isn't doing me any favors.
Nope.
Still your tongue, lest you desire another trouncing.
Thank you. I think I'd rather call it a day. See you again, Duma. And here's hoping we all have a more worthwhile chat next time.
No doubt about it.
He knows we have a ceiling, right?
Just like the guy we met when repairing Elena, and the woman on Mount Cotterant. They're humanoids from a developed planet. And this Gaston, he isn't shy about using their technology here either.
In any case, we have repelled their offensive. I doubt they will return anytime soon.
Yeah, the bosses are a lot more balanced when you can actually use the mechanics on them, yeah.
You have my gratitude. You've become strong in your own right, boy.
I appreciate your words. However...
Why is he focusing on Duma? Because it's like the advanced technology. Also, you know, it's very helpful.
Let us get you some well-deserved rest.
Pretty sure we would have started dropping like flies if I didn't switch Duma to all defense mode. Yeah, let me see what I gotta wait for the talking to stop. Pausing is restricted.
Yeah, sorry, it's nothing. Let's hurry to Malkia's room.
Looking here at Duma's benefits, we have Estuary Shield. Minus 27% damage sustained while it's in use. That's pretty solid. Yeah, Doom is important for a variety of reasons. Likely locked to its very, you know, the later parts of this game's plot. Yeah, let's get through this building as quickly as possible. Good lord, it's way too chunky. There's a shop in the corner, by the way, just a guy selling everything important. I will do that after this. Thank you. This is like an old RPG from like the SNES days where equipment matters a shit ton.
This is serious. It takes significant strength to excavate the ore, but many of the villagers are wounded. We are not in the best shape ourselves. Especially you, boy. Huh? These 14 long years must have been difficult. The creaking of my old osseous core due to our close proximity must not be helping matters.
No, I am fine.
Do not hold in the pain any longer. There is no need.
What?
Midas and I have discussed it. I will bestow upon you a new osseous core. A renewed arm should allow you to resume your duties.
Oh, Albert!
Are you certain?
Consider it a fitting reward for a hero who saved my people. Midas also keeps bringing up that if we do not repair your arm, he would be at the whim of the royal family forevermore.
Oh, that's great, Albert. Now you can go on being a knight.
I can hardly believe it. Thank you. Thank you.
The implantation procedure should only take one night. Let us all rest in anticipation of our journey for the Levitas ore come the morrow.
Does Albert have a prosthetic? I think my understanding is, like, for plot reasons, he also had, like, a diseased part of his arm where it was, like, it was super fucked and he'd need to get, like, a brand new prosthetic. So we spent a chunk of this game trying to get him good. To make up for the fact that he is voiced by Ryuji in Persona 5, they made sure one of his limbs was fucked up through most of the game. Okay, I see the shop now.
Heading into the ruins, you by any chance from another continent? Then check out our exotic goods for sale.
Physical stimulant. Recover 70% HP. Ah, this is like the hot shit. This will cost me 19,000 to get to cap it, but I will do it. We got Dernwin sword, and then we got Beagle Talk of Agony, a sword brimming with rage that cuts through all said to be the smaller half of a pair of swords. Yep, so we're just gonna go ahead and pick that up. And then we got Holy Farewell, that they bid foes adieu from a line of swords that lay down judgment. They sever enemies' sins. And then we got these, Natter Fringer. Possesses the power of a snake and the essence of earth. They pierce foes like a serpent's fangs. I'm glad I grinded so I actually have a shit ton of money. Mid-Maximum. At first I thought you were just calling them mid, and then I realized that we were using some alliteration here. Lakang Dakar Burka. Staff of water properties with a name meaning White Willow Wand. Used in ceremony rituals. And then we got Templum Chime. They said its tone can purge an area of impurities, making it more like a sanctuary.
It can be quite dangerous around these parts. You'd best
Thanks.
Forgot that there will be an armor section too. Hold up. Alright, looking here, the harness isn't as good as the other thing we got. And then we got riot gear. Riot gear is pretty good for most of you. Alright, for you, I'll get the cloak. Which then opens us up to getting 3 riot gear. And then I'll get 1 harness. Did I click no on the last weapon? No. No, it says I have 1 in here.
It can be quite dangerous.
Thanks.
Alright, let's outfit everyone now. Yeah, you're good on that now. And then we'll get you the Holy Farewell. Wait, who am I on right now? Nina? Okay, cool. You get the cloak. Get the new bell. You already have the cloak. But did I get a... No, I didn't get anything for you. Okay. Alright, we're stocked up now. Wish there was an optimize option. I wish when you bought something, they asked you who do you want it for and to equip it. Which has kind of started slowly becoming like a normal thing since 15 years ago. There's a lot of old school sensibilities or lack of polish in some areas. It's like, I'll do it. It just kind of throws me off at first because I'm so used to the standard options there. But whatever. We capped on another new healing type of item. And everyone has upgraded weapons and armor.
I can continue my nightly duties. I can still fight.
They're essentially extending your lifespan.
You speak true. Now I can repay Her Highness for all the worry I've caused her.
Leticia's not here, by the way. Where'd she get to?
I do not doubt there is much running through her mind. If Her Highness should speak to you, I beg you, heed her words.
Hey, what's this all of a sudden? You've been acting weird lately.
Her Highness holds trust in you. Despite this trust, there were matters she could not share. Perhaps now, such conversation is possible.
Yeah, I got it. And if I don't do as you say, you'd probably end up a pain in my ass anyways.
Shall we begin the procedure?
Yes, my lady.
All right. I better find Leticia.
I wish that when characters love you, probably they didn't unequip their stuff. Yeah, that can always be a bummer.
Where the hell is Leticia? Did she go outside somewhere?
Ow. Hey KZ, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Schedule's a bit off track, so the stream started a little bit late. But we're gonna chew through a decent bit of it.
Leticia?
I've arrived. You can't run from me.
Hey.
Ray.
I hope Albert's arm gets patched up all right.
I'm certain it will. Ray.
Yeah?
If I may, let me share a story from my past.
Ow.
Albert
Right.
lost his left arm 14 years ago. Back then, I used to drag Albert and Cousin Theo around, causing them much annoyance.
That day was just like any other. I was playing in an isolated area of the castle, a place I fancied my own secret bastion. It was then an unfortunate accident befell me. The decrepit castle walls, long since fallen into disrepair, came falling from above.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Yet I was unharmed. The one who shielded me. It was Maester Midas and Lady Malkia who saved Albert's life. But their actions served as the catalyst for the three wise men's exile from the kingdom. Some decried the transplanting of limbs between species as a vile, evil, unforgivable act. Maester Midas suffered much, but so too did Maesters Marcus, Filberto, and Lady Malkia. They were all brought before the court to answer for their blasphemous deed. And it was my Lord Uncle who spearheaded their persecution. The decisive act that sealed their fate was when Father acquiesced to the claims. Father had no choice but to submit to my Lord Uncle's power, given his relation to the late Empress of Vale.
Whenever you have a story, right, that's
Mr.
like
Midas was spared the mark of treason,
where you
but
play as like royalty,
ultimately
where you got a
vanished.
king. Why is the uncle
Lady
always
Malkia's
evil?
studies at the semiomancy consortium were ended. Our relations with Nilbeth severed. And Maester Marcus and Filberto.
It's like, come on,
followed
can't they
Mr.
just be
Midas
cool
into
for
the
once?
hinterlands.
No wonder Midas gets so heated. Actually, I'm kind of surprised you even thought of asking Midas for help.
I know it's like, I want to be king, you know, but it's like, god damn it.
With it,
Do they always gotta be
I knew I
Scar?
could protect the kingdom. I beseeched Albert for his help, asked Cousin Theo to assist with arrangements. And then, Ray, I met you.
Nah, I haven't done a thing.
After we met,
Ah,
I
yeah,
began
sure,
to think
probably.
that
Macbeth
everything will
and
be
shit.
fine. That things will work out. I have never been so excited for the days to come. Thank you for listening to my overlong story. Shall we head back?
Ah. One of my uncles would totally do this kind of shit if my dad was a king. Sometimes the greatest hater of all is your family. And by sometimes I mean it's like a 65-70% chance actually. I'm grateful for my parents of not having any absurd expectations on me and have totally accepted that their only son will die alone. Anyway, well, let's see.
Albert's holding up. Let's take a peek inside the operating room.
Dried meat. More
Seems the procedure may still take some time. You had best rest while you can. Off to bed then.
Okay, I'll go sleepy.
Thank goodness.
Highness.
At least you always have video games. You're right.
Indeed. Behold, Your Highness.
All I need is the touch of Zack Fair.
So, feeling ready to get back at it?
Naturally. Let us not keep Theo waiting.
You said it. Let's make tracks.
How fare you this morning, Lady Malkia?
Our government. Why are people
Better
getting married and
after
having
hearing
kids?
the
We can't afford
Imperial
housing and pay
troops
rent.
have left our shore.
Dude, I panhandle
Now is
on
the
the
time
internet to pay
descend into the
my
coil.
rent every month.
Is it that deep?
I can't get a child.
The ancient
I can't even
coil
get a
is
cat.
sacred ground for semiomancers. It is suitably deep.
I think they'll charge me $500 if I get a
Losing
cat
one's
in here.
way
So
would
yeah,
prove
I
fatal.
definitely can't do that.
Their kind do not go astray. Their
Crisis
strange
Core is coming
tools
out on
create
December
detailed
13th.
cartographs.
Then there is no reason to worry. Shall we depart?
Are you coming with us, Lady Malkia?
As leader of the Trathen, it would be unspeakable to not join you on our sacred grounds. There is an entrance into the coil within the village. I will meet you there after informing my people.
The entrance to the ruins was through Malkia's room, wasn't it? We should get down there once we're ready.
Oh, we are ready, alright. Yeah, it's lore post.
Good
There
morning,
she is
Albert.
again.
You're looking much better.
Thank you. I feel strong enough to move mountains.
I am relieved the procedure went well. But I am afraid I come bearing ill tidings.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
What happened to His Royal Majesty?
Ruh-roh.
The wounds he sustained in Baldar have worsened, leaving him bedridden.
Oh no.
Sinister activity has also been observed around Baldar. Neon wishes for the immediate return of Her Highness. Theo has already left Kato for the Royal City. The ship that
I wonder if this is going to be a route
one
split.
sent by Neon.
You should go, Leticia.
Yep.
Now?
Look, your people
Yeah.
are calling for you
Reminder,
and
chat, they
trying
let
to
you
meet.
choose between these two as the main
It's them
characters, so
you've
there
been
are
fighting
unique
for all
points.
along, right?
If the king has truly fallen, nothing will prevent Bear from doing whatsoever he pleases. He may even impede our work on the Folga.
I'll keep Elena updated on our situation with this. We can handle the rest here.
I'll use my Motorola Razor to
Very
let
well.
her know.
I leave the retrieval of the Levitas ore in your hands.
No problem. And Albert, you'll be going with her, right?
Of course. I leave the rest here to you. Should any trouble arise, I shall inform Elena with all haste.
I'll stay behind. If I left, and Ray or the others got sick or hurt, they'd be in trouble.
As shall I, as an authority on Levitas ore.
I await good tidings in the Royal City.
Yeah, we will see you soon.
Okay, so they left. We don't have a reserve at this point, do we? We do not. All right, so yeah, we're just locked with these dudes. Oh yeah, Malkia does not have accessories on. Let's see. Probably give you some of these figures of other Tri-Ace characters. You can have Elite. That gives you a better thing. I'll replace that with one of these. This is better than most of the route splits in 2 because they actually give you an entire exclusive dungeon to explore. Oh man. I do like when the routes split a little bit. The only, like, big route split I remember in Tales of Xillia was an event happens with Milia. Or whatever her name is. And she just misses a chunk of the plot. And that's basically the closest thing I felt to a big route split in that. There were other moments, but it felt like it kind of was a bit lesser.
And gloomy.
No problem. Don't forget, I grew up in a mining town. A little field work like this, it's nothing to me.
So true, Oofy. Alright, let's get to work. I do like that if you get item drops in this game off enemies that are things that you've maxed out on, the game auto sells them and just gives you the money.
Look how far down it goes.
Enemies up ahead.
I heard you.
Man, we caught a lot of them off guard. And down we go. I'm back. It is kind of neat knowing that if people picked Leticia as their main character, they just would not be in this area ever.
Well, that's over with. Sweet!
We already have one of those. We actually have a shit ton of them, actually. I appreciate that they have light platforming in this game. It really does freshen things up a bit.
The hell was that?
Likely a trap to deter would-be intruders. We should be wary of not only enemies, but
Harnish. Nope.
as well.
They're talking, so no camp menu. There we go. Is Harnish what I put on you? Or is it the thing that I put on, yeah, it's the thing I put on him. Okay, so it's not good.
Yeah, let's try not to fall.
It's unfortunate that this interior is just like the one above stairs, so the frame rate's a little bit worse. It is really funny the big open areas did not have that problem. It's especially funny because I feel like even like Digital Foundry would miss an area like this in a video because it's so far in.
They weren't completely inept.
Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah, you get New Game Plus to get her route, yeah.
There's another passage we can take here.
I know not the exact locations of Levitasaur deposits. We have no choice but to search thoroughly while we descend.
Ow. Yeah, it might be some of the lighting and stuff they're doing with it, I guess. Yeah, progress is directly tied to breaking those. Let me backtrack. There might be some device or something. I unfortunately do not have the Blades of Chaos to burn that.
Not getting through that mess. Let's turn back.
Ancient are these ruins. We will undoubtedly encounter more overgrown areas such as this.
It's funny that those things only do like 20. Hold up. Now we got Orical come out of it.
Threat detected ahead.
You're on fire, but you probably already knew that, yeah.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
The enemy draws near.
I'm counting on you.
Hello, Tropical Hunter.
Destroyed. Energy levels low.
Cleared up, and you're out. Part of me wants to see these. Alright, it doesn't look like you can, like, break the top of them for anything. Wait, hold up. This game has the, Do you want to just know what to do to get past the blockade? I imagine it's using Duma's scan. I forgot what button that is.
Prep for engagement.
But if it's not the scan, you can go ahead and tell me. It's no biggie.
Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Perimeter secured.
You gotta step on the button to activate the trap that attacks you. Move it out. What? I'm shaking my head real bad. But how would one break these? These are just a dead end.
These symbols are just like the ones we saw at the shrine on Gelgolemthus.
The records of all sites in the world engraved with such symbols can be traced all the way back to the ancient coil.
Nina, your pendant.
What? Whoa.
Where did you get that?
My dad gave it to me. I just assumed it was a good luck charm for Iatromancers. Do you know what it is, Uncle Midas?
I am no Iatromancer. That is a question better asked of Marcus on your return to Delric.
Does this mean Dad and Dr. Eason have been here before?
The three wise men have all visited this place. So, Nina, you are Filberto's daughter. Is he in good health?
He passed away 7 years ago.
I see. Once the realm is at peace, there is something of your father's I would return to you. You are always welcome amongst the Trathen, Nina DeForge.
Thank you, Lady Malkia.
It opens up a bit here. Let's see what this place has in store for us.
You can use stone monuments as platforms to try and move the monoliths that are blocking your way. Try moving them around.
It's glowing again. This looks like an iatric symbol, but different somehow. Have you ever seen anything like this where you come from?
There's a practice called symbology back home. It's a lot like semiomancy. You know, I feel like I've seen something just like this a long time ago.
What's symbology?
Well, basically, it's the technology that allows Elena to operate.
Symbology? Wow! I wonder if we'll ever be able to make people from symbols one day.
Don't get any wild ideas, okay?
Yeah, I know. What good is any technology we haven't developed ourselves? I just wish I could visit your world, Ray. See what it's really like.
Don't get your hopes up.
Oh, they're up plenty already. There's so many traps down here, it's making my head spin.
This place is sacred. It is not meant to be easily accessible. We are being tested to see if we are worthy.
Then to get to the Levitas ore, we'll just have to get past these trials one by one.
Dead end, huh? Let's take another look around.
They did say I can move monoliths, but I don't know which ones I actually can move.
Target sighted.
Sweet!
Oops, missed.
Batting at maximum.
Sweet!
I think I already have that. I think that's her weapon. Yep, Templum Chime. It's always a bummer where I buy all the new stuff at a shop, and then they're like, the next items we will give you are those things from the shop. I'm like, you're mean. Nope, that's also blocked. And that's blocked. Let me look at the tutorial for that again. I clearly didn't retain everything it wanted for me in that. You can use stone monuments as platforms. That's a triangle. Alright, I have to go find a triangle-shaped item. Let's look. Those are squares.
Preparation complete.
These are also squares. That is a square. That is a square. That's part of a square over there. Same with that. So the triangle's not in the room. Is my diagnosis. Let's go further up. Maybe there will be one up. the other party members have, like, some elemental thing they can do when they attack that might break these? Because otherwise, I don't know how to break this specific set.
I will fight.
Pathetic.
Yeah, definitely not.
Enemies up ahead.
Well then, how shall we proceed?
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroy.
Well, at least we're getting value out of this. We're getting more fights. Alright, back to looking for triangles. I was told there's a monolith. Ideally, I would have put it directly in front of me if I was given a tutorial about it, but everyone's different.
Prep for engagement.
Understood.
Stay sharp.
There actually was one next to a door in the room. He gave me the tutorial, and god damn it, I am blind. I'm gonna... Let's go get it. Thank you, though. Because I was like, I don't see it, but it would be insane for it not to be there.
We'll be fine.
There was one of the triangles next to a door in the room. Next to a door in the room. Alright, not immediately seeing it, but it might be like outside this door. Or it might be outside in here. Yeah, no, those are like lanterns. Let me give it another look. There's a door to the left. Alright. I'll be able to sear its visual identity into my brain as soon as I fucking look at it again. Are they talking about that? Talking about like the thing above it? Oh, what the fuck? What's going on? I need to get out. I need to get out. This is bad. This is really bad, folks. I gotta get out. It's literally floating. I'm feeling physical fucking pain. How does this happen?
Here we are. This is Levitas Ore.
Oh, how pretty! Is this what we need to take back?
If we hope to get any use out of the Folga, a deposit this minuscule will not serve in the slightest.
Well, we'll just need to find a bigger vein then. Let's go.
Indeed.
Malkia, did you say something to Midas?
I did not. Mayhap there is aught on his mind.
Like this?
Yes, we did it! Come on, we can keep going now.
You know, she should celebrate. We were lost for a very long time there. We should just pretend this is a big achievement. So moving those out means the room earlier will have changed. Or at least that's what my initial thought was gonna be. But I guess not. Were there some blocks in that thing in the lower room? I did that thing where I tried to overthink a puzzle, and now all I've done is run backward for no reason. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's move back in and not be stupid. Hold up. Ah, completely replaces that door. They accounted for people being funny. Outside the mines in the early game, this is our second dungeon. It would be third. There was the forest with the poison nerve gas. We had that then transferred, I think, to the lab. That then made us fight the bird. This lets us activate it again. But having it off doesn't seem to wait!
Like this?
Hold up. Let me see what's beyond it before I activate it.
We managed to cross safely. We must
Do you do the exact same function? No, you don't. You instead lower these. Which I can only assume is a way to block these from encasing
Like
the door. Just finished D&D on the table with my friend. How's it going? How's it going, Aaron? We're just chilling. There's also the question if that changed something in the other floor again.
Enemies up ahead. You
Yeah, we gotta get out of this dungeon. We gotta get out of this place that's like, that runs like this. Ah, darn. I was hoping at least one of these things would become affected by one of those. I keep overthinking it. Is that flying sentry turret called Ghost Sentinel? Yeah, it's a little wacky. There we go. Alright. Now we got 2 routes. This is the dead end, so we'll check it out. It is not a dead end. In fact, it can't open yet. The search for the device that moves this much shit. Let's see. We have a few of these. Ah, hold up. Let's get the whole party out of the way, please. Okay, so that thing will not shoot as high to break this. We'll start with middle.
All right. All right.
Okay, all that does is shoot that. That doesn't really help the problem of this. Having one block here, I don't know what that changes in this room. Honestly, I don't know what changing any of the blocks here do for this room. Honestly, it would have to do something somewhere else.
Initiate emergency protocols.
I guess it would be the one down here. Yeah, here we go.
Sweet.
Symbol of horror. Not to be confused with symbol of horror. That was painful. Let's go. Alright, well, we at least solved that by hitting those buttons, but it does not solve getting forward. This is our current setup, having accessed every button. Let's return middle back to its original configuration. Is this perfectly aligned with this one? It is. Which means if I hit this while they're up, I believe they'll be limited in how further out they can go.
Like this?
The shooting trap is attached to the middle block. Is it? Shit. I didn't even notice. Ah, I see it. Huh. Okay, I know what they want then. This whole time I thought it was shooting out of the trap floor and shooting from there, not shooting from something else. Okay. So let's go over here. I accidentally hit R2. And by that I mean my finger grazed it, and I count that as a press. We need to get these back there to jut out so that when we send this thing back up, it will not be able to get as much height. First up, though, it's going to have to recede. Now this middle one that has the trap on it, at least I think that's the one with the trap on it. If it's not, it's the center one. Nope.
Like this?
There we go. We've upped some barriers down here, but this is that central room.
Huh? Did we get turned around?
No, there's more to explore ahead of us.
Cool. So this is the real path then, huh? All right, let's do this. All right.
And now they get to use one of these as a literal elevator. This dungeon has a little bit more going on than the average JRPG dungeon does get nowadays.
What the heck is that?
It is the demon lord who dwells in the depths.
Here it comes!
Don't get cocky.
Thanatos of the Ruins. Hold on, let's get him in range. Let's hit him with the big boy. Alright, this thing has a lot of health, and that naturally did a decent bit. Let's put up our defensive cradle thing. Hold up. Give me the potion, give it to Nina.
You got this, girl.
God, that item speed is way faster. Oh yeah, we can't dash yet. Alright, keeping us buffed has worked out pretty well. Oh, nice. Downed? Shit, hell yeah. That means I can get extra buffs out of my kicks. Oh yeah, the normal hits were doing 200, but the kick did 12. That's what I'm talking about. Let's give Malkia some boost. There we go. This is much better than last stream, in which I was just chugging potions like every 5 seconds. Okay, she did get down. Hold on. She got focused pretty hard. Yeah, we'll save the really good resurrection for later.
Let me down.
Allow me to demonstrate.
we're getting close. Just a smidge more. Man, you can just move. Alright. Is the stream having bouts of lag? It's fine on my side. OBS is saying we are good. It doesn't help that this is a dungeon in Zone that has like a lower frame rate too, so it kind of just looks chunky.
If we mine this, we should easily procure the amount Melthia has envisioned for the Folga.
Great! Let's head back and let her know right away. Ray, you've recorded a map of our route here, right? Huh?
Nina, what's wrong?
There's another symbol there.
Where?
Detecting large symbol reaction. Detecting large symbol reaction.
Do we have to fight something else?
No hostile entities detected. Detecting large symbol reaction.
It's reacting to Nina's pendant.
Would you recommend more of this or Arise? I'd probably recommend this.
It doesn't feel dangerous.
I have a bit more of a bias here in that
But this light sure is strange.
The staff that worked on this game like had to crunch pretty hard with like minimum income because Trias is having issues, so I would like this game to like do well.
We should return to the surface. Melthia and I must sort out our
Bandai Namco
excavation
will be
plan.
fine. They make a Dragon Ball game every year. Yeah, lore post really isn't anything. VA continued. You'll be able to perform VAs consecutively when flying. Hold it again to enter the charging phase for a second one. This game just got a buff again. Let's see. Our gold amount is a little lower. Time for a DBZ game. You just need to understand, right? If you're given a choice between this, right, and the other one. Square Enix is fairly large, but this is all they're only publishing this. You need to remember, Bandai Namco published Elden Ring. They have almost every major anime licensed license they can grab. They will be fine. A lot of people underestimate like how big Bamco is. Also, they made Smash Brothers. People forget Sakurai's team is literally a bunch of Bandai Namco guys. I think it's going to become even more obvious when there was literally listings that Bandai Namco has control of a Nintendo IP, and they are making some sort of remaster of it. And if and when that turns out to just be Kid Icarus Uprising for Switch, it's gonna be really funny. Oh yeah, also Gundam. If I recall, Bandai Namco, yeah, because it's Bandai. Bandai Namco, I believe, owns Sunrise, one of the biggest, most respected animation studios around the block, you know. Please let it be a Kid Icarus port. I would love that. I'm not into 3DS stuff, so I have not played it, but I've seen enough blurbs of it and the interactions in Smash Wii U to be like, yes, I would like to play that. It looks cool as hell. I guess we're just like returning all the way to the top, I guess. About a whip and or come.
Stay sharp. Race for
Such a fun game made for a console that's not equipped for a game with that much sauce. Yeah, I know. The fact that the most common thing people discuss about Kid Icarus Uprising besides Dami Mommy is this is a game that injures me. This game hurts me physically. I think it's very funny. Like that's like the majority of anything I heard about it. It's like I played it a lot and my hand is fucked up now. Usually I hear that associated with the mutoids that played Monster Hunter fucking in the 2000s.
Enemies.
Got it. We're safe. Prep for engagement.
No, leave me alone. I must escape for now. Where are we going? Let's see. Okay, they do in fact want me to escape this place. Okay, if I can try and remember where the escape is. You know, there's stairs up here. Yeah, it must be this way.
Enemies up ahead. Sweet.
I just want to get with Kid Icarus Uprising's equipment system again. Yeah, here's hoping that remaster is going to happen. It pops up. It's in the same way that I hope for other things to appear, like those 3 Metroid Prime games, or those Zelda games that they already fucking ported last gen, or Punch-Out Wii, one of Nintendo's greatest first-party games of all time. Hello, ma'am. I picked up the thing and fought death.
We just found a motherlode of Levitas ore. It was even enough to please Midas.
Well done. Let us begin the excavation process straight away.
I will oversee the excavation. It requires care.
I shall have some of my own assist.
Now, all that's left is to load it on our ship and head home.
Got that right. Perfect timing. Leticia must have just gotten back. What's the latest, Elena?
Ray, we have an emergency. Get up, Chloe. You have to follow Captain Bertrand. Quickly now.
Elena!
Hey, whoa, what the hell's going on over there?
I'm not completely sure myself, but something big is happening in the Royal City. Ray, Captain Bertrand just found us, and...
Quickly now! My men will lead the way.
The Royal City is currently on lockdown. It's chaos, Ray. Be careful when you return. Signing off.
Hey, Elena! Elena!
Did something happen?
Something's going on in the Royal City.
What? Are Leticia and the others all right?
I'm not really sure.
Raymond! Nina! Something is not right.
Malthea! What is it?
A new ship has appeared on the shore, but I know not what to make of it. It is General Canis. He is ordering us to halt the excavation of Levitas and surrender.
Surrender? What does he mean by that?
I have no idea. Whatever he intends, we had best head back to the settlement.
Let's go, Ray!
There you are, Director Melfia.
Hello.
I see you have brought Raymond Lawrence and Midas Phillips.
Raymond Lawrence!
Then why must you impede our
Sorry, I had to
excavation
pop
of
off. They
Levitas
said the
ore?
magic words.
Did you learn to whine like that during your exile in the wild, cur? What? For the crimes of bringing Her Highness to the active war zone at Baldar, endangering her life, and for commandeering the King's personal navy, you lot stand accused of conspiring with Nilbeth to overthrow Osirius.
What madness does he speak of?
Have you no shame in your prattle of barren truths, Canis? Silence! Relent or be slain. You and these barbarians of Nilbeth.
I think it is plain who the barbarians are here. You shall regret those words.
Have at them! Kill them all!
I hate these motherfuckers! Tired of fighting in this building with a low frame rate, but I'll do it! Guys, you are significantly weaker than the last encounter. You really aren't ready for this.
Impossible! How could so few best us? Who sent you? Why come hither with such poisonous intent against the Trathan? What reason have I to tell the likes of you? I know of many experiences in this world far worse than death. You lot will never make it back to the Royal City anyway. What's that? Osirius will have a new ruler. Duke Clemrath has likely already crowned himself king.
What in heavens are you talking about?
Long has our kingdom trailed behind the ever-forward march of the Vale Empire. But no more. I have always thought you lot were foolish, but never this much so.
What have you done with Leticia?
Certainly even you can imagine what might become of the whelp of the erstwhile ruler.
Elena.
What is it, Ray?
Elena's just gone offline. Her signal's been completely cut off. Elena. Damn it, Elena!
Could she have suffered some damage?
No. If she was hurt, she'd send a status report immediately. I think she was forced to shut down. Though I'm not sure why.
Princess Leticia and the boy must be in danger.
We gotta get back. Sorry, Malkia, but we'll need to leave the digging to you.
Stay calm. You have no ship to bear you home.
We'll just use the ship these jerks showed up on.
I doubt threats will coerce them into taking us back.
Damn it! We have to get back somehow.
Why not fly back on this ridiculous airborne contraption I hear you have conceived? As if such impossible dreams could come to fruition. I will not suffer fools.
You dare to laugh at dreams, yet you cannot even perceive reality. Midas,
Get him,
what will
baddie.
become of the Fulga now?
It will likely be disposed of, never to be completed.
That I will not allow. I suppose I have no choice but to use my secret art and send you back to Ascendros.
You can do that?
I would prefer not to, as it drains heavily from my vitality, but we have little choice otherwise. Listen well. If I am to do this, you must complete the Fulga.
It's a promise. What should we do?
Call on me once you are well prepared. Once you depart, there shall be no return. Be ready for anything. Ready to depart?
He is.
Right then, let us gather the others. I shall open the way. You may appear anywhere in Ascendros, and there is no telling what may occur ere you arrive. Be on guard. It will not hold for long. Quickly, jump through!
Okay.
We have to go in there. I hope it's safe.
Melthea, take care of matters here.
Understood.
Right then, forward!
Sparkles.
Ray!
Hello.
What in the
I see you've all been jail cucked.
You guys look like you're in a bit of a jam.
Baird! Chloe! Are you all right?
It was Theo. He betrayed us. And Neon. He was the one who coaxed the Duke into staging a coup d'etat. Neon is an agent of the Empire.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
If naught is done, Her
Wait,
Highness and
Neon,
His Majesty will be executed.
Oh, he's that dude who had the voice that didn't work with his face. Yeah. He was like an asshole. Alright, yeah, I gotcha.
Both to you and your kingdom. Come, rise from your despair. You were born for knighthood, boy.
Yes, my lady.
No way. How could Theo do this?
I cannot hope to fathom as to why.
It might behoove us to fathom some and discover his reasoning.
Definitely.
I do pride myself on
How you
fathoming.
doing, Chloe?
I'm all right. But Leticia was suffering so much. I could hardly look at her. Neither could Theo.
All right, everybody, here's the plan. Let's go help Leticia and the king. And we gotta find Elena, too.
Agreed.
Of course, we needs make a silent approach, lest we raise the alarm and endanger Leticia and Elena.
Do we still have time?
I am certain a grand stage will be set for the execution, to signify the change in authority. I should much like to be in attendance. Perhaps they are privy to the whereabouts of Her Highness. Hang back. I got this.
Hello, folks. Goodbye.
Inspiring could have played out any other way.
You do know what this means, then? Don't you find it strange the Empire has left us be while this all unfolds?
And if I know, orders are...
Drawing recklessly close will only see us captured. We must distance ourselves.
Get it!
Destroy. Usefulness. Love.
Sweet!
Why are we...
Don't get cocky.
I do love me my medieval castle. I'm not gonna murder everyone. Shout out to the corpses.
What are you doing here? You haven't come to rescue her all alone, have you?
Not alone.
What have you say for yourself?
You of all people should be bothered least by the fall of the royal family.
The fact, then, that I find this whole ruse to be utter lunacy should give you pause.
Those three with the horns, they call themselves the Veer. As long as the Empire wields their power, the kingdom is doomed. My father was forced on this path because the Empire's strength is bolstered by their technology. You saw their otherworldly contraptions at Baldar, did you not?
If we know of our enemy, there is no fight we cannot win.
You know not what you speak of. Their strength is...
Like something from another world? Huh. Got it.
You. If only you never came, Letty would have been with Albi, safe and secure in Ada. Her life would have been spared.
You fool! If Letty heard of a coup in the kingdom, do you truly believe she would have just cowered in safety?
Leave it be, Albert. His difference to your years led to this conflict of allegiance between Leticia and his father. It was never meant to be as pure as the two of you.
We're on our way to rescue Leticia, and we would sure appreciate your help.
Are you asking me to betray you again?
Damn it, Theo! If you're the same man I've looked up to all these years, you know what must be done!
I'm no match for you, Albie. I do not believe news of my detainment has spread. If I accompany you, none will suspect a thing.
You got a plan in mind?
We should kill them all.
Guide you to the execution site. Or rather, Albie should be able to guide you. You must go and save Letty. I will work to free Bertrand, and round up those knights who are not party to the coup.
All right, Theo, now you're talking. Any chance you know where Elena is? Don't tell me she's been.
I'm sorry.
No.
Neon used some strange bomb on her. She stopped drawing breath. I fear that...
What the hell, man? Don't freak me out like that.
Come again?
Ha! If she's just powered down, all we need to do is boot her back up.
It'll be okay. In other words, Elena is definitely still alive.
Truthfully?
Anyway, let's get moving to that passageway.
Yeah, I am pretty strong. I don't know if I necessarily need the help, but you know. Yeah, this works for what we're going with. All right.
We can make our way there from the northeast.
Huh. Is Castle Asarius filled with secrets?
About earlier, can we truly say whether Elena yet lives?
She's okay. All we need to do is just boot her back up. She's essentially just lost consciousness.
She fell from the sky. Her limbs were destroyed, and now she has lost all faculties. Could she be well?
I'm not sure, to be honest. For all we know, the Veer could have messed with her somehow.
Initiate emergency protocol. Neutralized.
I'm counting on you. Sweet!
You do remember to where this lets out?
Above the spire in the castle square.
That's as close as you can get to Letty and His Majesty. Bertrand and I shall lead a charge. Be ready and await our distraction.
Okay.
Afterwards, I will leave the rest to you.
And then we'll fight a boss, and then we'll save everyone.
Leave Bertrand's liberation
You know,
to me.
as we are to do.
You all should get to the execution site as swiftly as possible.
It's okay. I know. Theo's not lying.
Very well.
The passage has fallen into further disrepair since our youth. Be careful in there.
Please excuse me, chat. I'm replying to Jordan on Twitter to say that their dog looks like shit.
They would burn them at the
There we go.
stake.
We're good. We're good. Keep going.
I've seen many knights of Vale have come to marvel at the cruel spectacle as well.
They will not see us from this distance.
I'm glad we're no longer in a dark interior.
Can't you throw your chakram at them, Albert?
Even had I the range to reach,
Jordan has
not
already
save
replied,
all
"Come
three of
on."
them. We have no choice but to charge in.
The odds of survival against so many are bleak. Such action is not recommended.
Yeah, we know that. But we can't just sit here and do nothing.
There is no time to mull this over.
Letty!
She has resolved to die.
No!
Good people of Osirius, I understand the frustrations of you many who know so little. But know that the current royal family...
It really fucks me up. He just looks like Bo Raicho from Mortal Kombat.
Helgar's disease. Even now, as sickness spreads rampantly across our land, they would thrust us into war with the Vale Empire. The royal family has no regard for the hardships of the royal subjects. We can
I really like engaging with media with voice actors that I'm really familiar with, like Richard Epcar here.
This day, the kingdom of Osirius is no more.
And my brain kind of tries to make peace with the fact that I've engaged with shit that he's been in for way too long.
We can no longer sacrifice our loyal knights and subjects to their war machine. Pray tell, are a single one of you aware who struck the first blow at Baldar?
Like I just think about this dude and I'm like, I've listened to him in things I've liked since 1999.
His Excellency, Emperor Baldor, has called for reconciliation between our nations. Yet Princess Leticia refuses his offer, as does her father, the king. If we stand by and allow them to rule, then we do not but fan the flames of war, sentencing countless of our own to needless death. By our actions here today, we bring peace.
Damn it, I can't believe this!
Though the odds be against us, we must act.
Confound it! Nothing good ever comes from involvement with the royal family.
Wait!
Theo!
Today marks the dawn of a new dynasty headed by Duke Lambert Clemrath. The past must burn!
Stay your hand! Father, Chancellor Neon, I beseech you, leave the execution of His Majesty and Princess Leticia to me!
Yeah? Huh? Got him.
Bastards. I will not allow any of you to lay another finger on my little sister!
Quite the valor.
He is outnumbered. He will soon be overwhelmed.
Okay, it's now or never. I'm gonna use the crowd to get to Elena.
Wait, Ray! Is it possible for me to wake her up?
What?
It'll be too late by the time we reach her. But what if I fly in with Duma from here?
From this far away? That's nuts.
Not if we use this. In the hands of a skilled semiomancer, this ore is a catalyst for levitation. Are you up to the task?
I'll do my best. Okay, Ray?
Right. You've got this. Slap this on the back of Elena's head for 3 seconds. That's it. Duma, you stick close to Nina.
Understood.
Leave it to me. I'm going in.
Nina, how?
I'll tell you later.
Elena!
I put a double A in her butt.
Ray's plan is too reckless by half.
Your Majesty, are you all right?
Quite, yes.
Quit gawking! Kill them!
Sir, we're under attack!
What? Charge!
Captain Let's join the party.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think there was enough meat on here to make this coup incredibly, like, needed, but whatever, it's happening. We're gonna win.
Leticia!
Ray!
Theo! Elby!
Bertrand, please keep His Majesty safe.
Understood. Sorel Baird, know that what awaits.
I am well aware. Loyal Knights of Osarius, follow after Her Highness, Leticia Osarius!
I don't approve of the
Disaster Blaster. Alright, sure, let's go.
I was saved. I intend to return the favor.
Hold up, let's get some juice back.
On behalf of the royal family.
What more motivation can one need than to fight against the people itself?
Time to head straight to...
Right, Deputy. It is time this chaos was put to an end.
Destroy.
Ah, we got some over here.
Insufficient output. No threats detected. Initiate emergency protocol.
Ah, okay, more.
Acceleration. Warning. Energy level neutralized.
God, the kick just one shots. That's great.
Destroy. Threat neutralized. Go.
Alright, went a little late on that.
Insufficient output. Threat eliminated.
I suffer no clue.
Lola, Neon, what are you two doing?
Colonel Valange!
Could that be?
Yup. Looks like this bastard's another one of the Veer helping the Empire.
You stay out of this! The princess's life is mine!
Prepare to withdraw. Neon has lost control.
Understood, Colonel.
Wait! You would truly abandon us to this chaos?
You and the boy can see yourselves out of this mess.
Blast it! We cannot let them get away!
That is true. However, I doubt these two will simply let us pass.
The orchestrators of the coup shall not be permitted to flee!
It's your tongue! You believe I shall sit idly by and let some pampered princess thwart my plans?
Must we always resort to violence?
Once and for all.
All our effort will not be put to waste here!
I'm going to break all of your bones today.
Let this be your end.
We know how that works out for you, horny face.
War neutralized.
Your health isn't even that good. You're gonna be in a bad spot, buddy. Hold up. Let's get defensive up. Help up Midas before he drops. There we go. Oh yeah, I can't blindside. Hold on. Take off the barrier. Okay, now a lot of them were in my line of sight. Now I got some. At least our batting's almost all the way up. We'll probably get it during this. Ah, the fight is over. Okay. I could have cleanly gotten that, though.
Lay down your arms.
Just what happened here? Looks like you've had a time of it.
There were a few bumps we didn't account for.
Well, you're the one who has to give the Emperor the bad news.
Hey, what is this, coffee hour? Do you think you're actually gonna get away?
Pardon me. We actually will be getting away this easily.
My head.
This is not over yet. We have much to deal with here.
Princess Leticia, I've shamed my name and post by allowing this.
You have not to apologize for, Captain. Without your help, we could have never stopped Neon's
Oops.
plot.
That
I
may
misclicked
be
into
true,
opening a thing.
but
That's bad.
Bedlam hasn't recovered in the slightest.
Gosh, Uncle Midas, always so quick to be a downer.
But he speaks the truth. Should the Empire come calling, we will not last
There we
the
go.
night.
There we go. We're good.
We lack soldiers, officers, barely not on hand.
Theo did help save Leticia's life. Can't you lighten his punishment?
He was in league with the enemy and harmed the royal family. I doubt many men should like to serve under his ilk.
It was Theo and Neon, who conspired at the laboratory on Mount Corinth as well. He is beyond pardon.
That fool.
Only our team from the Semiomancy Consortium is left uncrippled by this battle.
If we have semiomancers, what about using the Fulga? It was originally designed to be used by semiomancers, right?
Out of the question.
Now isn't the time to be so stubborn.
We do not have adequate time. You trust the Empire to sit idle while we sail a ship to Nilbeth? Retrieve the Levitas ore, then return to construct a full Fulga battalion to be combat ready?
How much time do you suppose that might take?
I do not state this lightly. It will take 3 months at the very least just to get the number of Fulga at hand airborne and ready for combat.
Impossible, then. If Baldar moves to attack, we would not last 3 days.
Leticia, tell me, what are these Fulga you all now speak of?
It is merely a foolish old dream. Pay it no heed.
No. I truly feel it would be beneficial for Father and Captain Bertrand to see it. Director Malthea? Very well, then. Please, let us all continue this conversation at the Semiomancy Consortium.
Open up. Did you know you can attack downed enemy? I did. Thank you, game. A truly magnificent woman. I'm just reading these sidebar things. It's really funny. If you run through a town fast enough, they just scroll off the screen and look really bad. It's funny.
Sweet.
Some of them are impossible to read that way. It's kind of like what FF7 Remake was doing. They're like, the NPCs aren't talkable, so we'll just generate conversations.
Ships built for semiomancers to sail through the skies.
It sails not waters, but winds?
When did you build such a thing? And Leticia, you knew of this?
I did.
Forgive me. If only I had properly lent you my ear then.
I pity any who would bet the future of their kingdom on this. The Fulga was not conceived to be a weapon. It is useless.
My people in Nilbath should be ready to transport the Levitas ore by now. The ship from Canis's attack yet remains. If we take one ship from Kato, we can return with 2.
Who will commandeer the other vessel?
Leave that to me. It should prove simple to oversee those efforts upon my return to Nilbath.
The danger is too great. You need not oblige yourself to the kingdom to such a...
If I disregard the danger facing Osirius now, the Empire's fangs will sink into Nilbath ere long. I am not one to slink away in fear while my allies are in peril.
You would forgive an old man his misdeeds and blunders?
Your Majesty may not be the panacea to soothe this ailing world, but you recognize that a kingdom is its people. Your Majesty, you did all you could at the time. You should suffer no guilt over having not done enough. But know that I will seek recompense for our efforts. Starting with the restoration of Midas's good name.
Talk about how his hat is cool.
Withstanding, our one obstacle is modulation of the converter. How long might it take to calibrate it to run even at minimum efficiency?
A beautiful, if unrefined, piece of machinery. What a joy it would be to fly this through a sky full of stars.
Again, you...
Will you allow me to help protect the skies of this land? This world shouldn't have to suffer the spread of the Empire's dark influence any longer.
What do you intend?
Excuse me, Nina. May I see that ore? This would work, and withstand use in the mechanism. We just need a demonstration of its simple energy output. I would expect proper calibration time to take 10 days at most.
You continue to baffle me.
Okay, great. Even if that's possible, how do we buy 10 days worth of time?
Well, while I was yet captive, Neon made me a proposal.
Have you gone quite mad, Leticia? Out of the question.
Is there another option left us, Father?
No.
Let's do one from Panacea.
The Imperial family of Vale wishes
Yeah,
for me to join
I love
matrimony
Panakia.
the Crown Prince, Gerard. I believe I may grant their request.
You mean you're gonna get married?
Indeed. I do not doubt preparations for a ceremony binding the heirs of our kingdoms should buy us ample time. Captain Bertrand, please send an envoy to the Imperial forces at Baldar. Let them know that Leticia Osirius would be overjoyed to accept the proposal of marriage to Crown Prince Gerard Eo Vale.
I've been meaning to ask, did Theo really say something about Veer?
Apparently, that is what those beings with the horns and sickly pallor call themselves.
There's a planet in the Pangalactic Federation with the same name.
You telling me the feds are in cahoots with the Empire?
We can't say for certain yet. At this time, we only know that those 3 are involved at the very least.
Maybe they're in the same situation we are?
You think they also became stranded on this planet somehow? But found sanctuary with the Empire instead?
At this point, all we can do is field conjecture. I shall see what I can uncover there while the wedding preparations are underway.
I highly doubt the
I
Empire
love
will
cuck
allow you to
arcs.
roam about freely. That matter
It's a
aside,
fundamental
you know
stepping
not of the
stone
world
in
of
storytelling.
stars
Some
above.
say more important and more used than the hero's journey.
Neon would be onto our ruse immediately.
What if I went along with her?
What?
As far as Neon and the Veer know, I'm just a deviceless former prisoner of war who doesn't know a thing about this world.
Are you sure, Chloe?
They won't suspect a thing if I'm the only one with you, right? Please, let me return all the kindness you've shown Ray and Elena.
Very well. You have my full trust.
Seriously? How will you inform us of what you find out?
There will be no need for any remote relay. The Fulgo will embark on its maiden flight to recover both Chloe and myself. We can then use the intelligence Chloe and I return with to put a decisive end to the Empire. Everyone, I hope to have you all at my side in the fight to come.
Feels sometimes incredibly smart with Chris. Yeah.
Crown Prince Gerard.
Occasionally.
Brave soldiers of Asarius, mark this day. For here we take our first steps beyond our nation's troubled history and into a future made radiant by peace.
I am Leticia Asarius.
The launch.
I will send an envoy to inform you when the date of the ceremony is decided.
Okay.
Hail, Her Highness Princess Leticia!
Let us be off, Chloe.
Yes, my lady.
Watch your backs out there.
My bad.
When you have to say this looks like the prime candidate of someone, to have someone fuck his wife, that's really rough. If you can actually say that, it's like, man, we're far gone.
Ray! Sir Albert! How did it go?
I feel somewhat fatigued. Please excuse me.
It's because the so-called prince wasn't all that charming in reality.
I'm worried about Leticia, and I hope Chloe will be alright too.
We need to trust him. That, and do our damnedest to get the Fulga in the air so it's not all for nothing.
How about we head to the consortium together? Maybe we can help out.
We should probably go see the king and Bertrand. Let them know how it went. We're all in this together from here on out.
Are His Majesty and Captain Bertrand in the palace?
That'd be my guess. Either in the throne room or the council chamber.
Let's make our way there then.
Hello? Open up.
People in the royal city sure do seem to be going about their business as usual, despite the fact we almost saw the end of the royal family and this nation.
Their princess is putting her life on the line for them as we speak. They're not about to wallow in fear just yet.
I'd say that shows that leading by example works a treat. Come on then, let's head to the palace.
king and Bertrand are probably on the second floor.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Can I go through here? Thank you. Wait, hold on. Let me test this new thing. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy we can do a double dash now. Yo, it's crack-a-lackin'.
Can we make up for those soldiers lost by calling back our forces in Kato?
Marching our men too hard will lower morale and put the princess's plan in jeopardy.
You speak true. I apologize for the foolish suggestion.
Get some rest, my boy. A night's service requires him to be rested and at attention.
I shall feel no calm unless I keep active.
Raymond, Nina.
My chair is huge.
Nah, I mean, no, Your Highness. Please don't go thanking me. This was all Leticia's idea.
Come now, speak freely. I am confronted by the realization I have not half the decisiveness or courage of mine own daughter. A miserable king like myself is long overdue for retirement, it would seem.
Please don't say such a thing, Your Majesty.
Do not mistake me. I will see this battle to its end. But when such an end comes, I see no reason to hold the throne from Leticia for a moment more. If I were to ask for but one thing, it would be that those she can trust, those like yourselves, might stand by her side come that day.
Okay. I like this gruffer read from Matt Mercer. At first it was reminding me of Core from Final Fantasy 15. Boom, got it. We got it in. I was thinking it was more of that, but he actually is going for a more regal tone even beyond that. You never know when you're going to find me nailing it every stream, but this time we did it. This time we did it. You thought I forgot? I did not forget. I've been thinking about it all the time. There's been many opportunities. Granted, ideas of marriage and whatnot make you default to FF10, but no. I can sneak in at any time, anywhere. Copy. Just doing something on the side, chat. Then we will be back to business. There we go. Much better. Do this over here. This is what happens when multiple things pop up at the same time. All right. Where are we going? This way. All right. All right, Nina. Let's take care of business. Very unfortunate that the FF15 streak was lost during the Mario Party stream. That is true. That is true. Technically, the streak kind of died with that one. That wasn't fair. I was given liquids. I was given an entire liter of rum to down over the course of 4 hours. That was mostly Bridget's fault.
This is a simplified version of a standard generator. By improving its intake precision, we should at least double its energy efficiency.
Developing wholly new components is no trivial task.
I see you're really going at it. There anything I can do to help out?
Our work here will be highly specialized, so no. You too, Nina. I'm sorry, but the cure for Helgar's disease will have to wait.
You think the 15 ambassador would save it? Nah.
Anything we can do to help? Just let us know.
They treat it as like a cross that burns them. I treat it as me being a scholar that always has to bring to the forefront.
I gotta tell you, I never expected Midas to.
They treat it mostly as a status effect.
Yeah, totally. Uncle Midas definitely wasn't into the idea at first. But then Malkia gave him a talk.
These young folk are fighting for their lives. Pull your head out of your posterior and help them. You infuriate me to no end.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen that.
You're mean. Anyway, now we're the only ones with nothing to do.
KZ majored in FF15.
Yeah, and
that is
sound
true.
Like there'll be much to do, at least until Malkia comes.
Here's
back
how it worked: 10 years of education.
Yeah, sure.
And then continuing on from 2016 onward. Hell yeah.
Pardon, but the captain would like to see you both. Pray hasten to the throne room.
Understood.
All you need to do is make peace with the fact that that Final Fantasy 15 was essentially announced when I was 14 years old, and now I'm 30.
An Imperial envoy has just brought word as to where and when Princess Leticia and Prince Gerard are to be wed. In 7 days' time at Baldar Basilica.
7 days? This wedding is for their own crown prince as well. Surely that is not ample time to prepare.
According to the messenger, peace cannot wait. As farcical as the intent, this betrothal is meant to both symbolize and solidify the peace between our nations.
My bet is they know full well we're working on borrowed time. So, what do we do now? Elena said we need at least 10 days to finish.
Wait, but it's not like they know about the Folga yet, do they?
No, they do not. Warn Midas and the others of our situation.
I'll go let them know.
Hey, Bertrand.
You would see things kept as Lady Nina says, yes?
Bingo. If word gets out about the Folga, we're as good as done for.
I can only work to bolster our security and keep matters secret. But you have my word. I will do my best.
Now we won't be able to rely on anyone
Bertrand
else.
is the most normal guy in this whole game, and it keeps killing me.
The fact it is of highest secrecy.
He's just like a dude.
Let us hasten to the consortium.
Right then. Better hurry and get word to everyone back at the consortium.
Let's see.
Sweet!
Even when it cuts to brunette alpha node. God. At first I was like, who? Oh, damn it. that was it. I'm like, yeah, point made.
Married in about a mere 7 days' time?
Ain't got time to let that get to you. We'd better head to the Semiomancer consortium.
I hear we are in quite the conundrum.
Let's speed up our work as much as we can.
We need to keep things discreet, too. So whatever little odd jobs you need, don't be shy. Lay it on us.
We will, but do not expect to get a wink of sleep from today on.
Wasn't planning on it.
What on Aster happened here?
Everyone lost steam pretty early on.
It took about 5 hours, then everyone was like, I'm hungry, I sleepy, I die.
Might I borrow Sirs Albert and Raymond and Lady Nina?
Can I just pick up Raymond Lawrence? Can I just hold him? As I've always wanted to.
It would appear the Imperial Navy
Give him my
may
embrace.
have caught wind of the ship Lady Malkia took to Nilbeth.
You're kidding.
Word from Kato is they've spotted a number of Imperial ships.
We really don't have time for this. What's our next move?
If the forces of Baldar truly intend to advance upon Kato or Nilbeth, we must discern the movement of the Imperial forces stationed there.
Precisely. We must be ready to face the worst. We cannot risk sending anyone to Baldar who might worsen the situation. Would you lend your aid?
Let's go! We're the only ones who can deal with this right now.
Well, it's not like we can just pop in and have a look around, right? I bet they're in lockdown.
I may have a notion. In the meanwhile, let us make for Baldar. We shall ascertain what their naval forces are up to.
Okay, well, I'm rested in some way. Let's start moving.
Baldar's off on the southern side, right?
Yes, through the southern gate and across the Osirius Plains.
We should be ready for a fight, yeah?
No question. We may not be fighting.
Oh shit, they even put some up there. Hold up.
Wait!
Ow. Ow, my legs. I think this was progression. It looked like there were two icons on top of each other.
They aren't gonna let us
There we go.
waltz right through the front door. So, what's your plan?
We shall encroach from on high, east of Baldar. A bird's eye view should tell us all.
Huh. Are you referring to...
What's up, buddies?
Destroyed.
Yeah, we'll get a vantage point from the cool hill that we hung out and had a social link moment with Leticia earlier.
Destroyed. Neutralized.
How we doing level-wise? We broke 50. Good lord. That's what I like to see, frankly. Strength and skills. Well, we have established that, that Boulder Crush is absurdly strong. Can we make it bigger? Power normal attack. I might do. I might actually do the Ooh, oh, we have a different one of these. Hold on. How do you determine Jet Daredevil? I wonder. Either way, I would like to look at the skill tree instead. See anything that we have not gotten yet. We can upgrade our like spell casting stuff and guts and Situational buff stuff. That's cool. I kind of want that. Some food stuff. This time, for this moment, I will simply, upgrade Boulder Crush as much as I can. Which is gonna end up being... 1, 2... Okay, only 2. Yeah, I'll bring it to level 8.
See how much better I do.
Yeah, I can basically do that. Chad, I did something really irresponsible today, you know. Sometimes you know, it didn't seem like a bad idea at the time. You kind of do it sometimes, and other times it's probably not a good idea. I made the horrible cardinal sin. I tweeted while streaming. I know, it's crazy. Sometimes you end up doing that, and unfortunately, people tried to get mad at me, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Oh no. Once again, I was forced to see a really bad Sonic the Hedgehog thumbnail appeared on my timeline, so I kind of used it as like a springboard to discuss people going, yo, here's this idea of toxic positivity. And that's what I read the video being, based on looking at a thumbnail and a title. Unfortunately, it was one of those elusive videos where they title the title and thumbnail a video in an attempt to have a completely different point to own anyone who doesn't watch it, also known as bad videos. So I was told to watch it. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking watch a fucking video about this. Do you think I want to watch that? I understand the plight, obviously. Clickbait is important. You gotta put the food on the table. And then people got into my replies telling me that I was using my audience to attack a person. I'm like, no, I just quoted this and used it as a springboard to talk about a completely different subject that was not, in fact, tied to them at all. I would appreciate it if you did not make up other things. And then the worst thing that could have possibly happened came up. And I'm gonna be honest. It's the thing I don't look forward to as someone who is getting older. I was informed that the person who made the really bad thumbnail and title is 15 years old. And then I went, oh, come on. And then people tried to get on my ass about that. And I'm like, you need to understand here that I, as a person who's going to quote something and, one, barely talk about the person themselves in general, the subject around it, I'm not going to card them like I'm selling them a box of cigarettes. That's just, it's... I tend to default to not wanting to do research about a thing to that level when it's a post I'm going to make over the course of maybe 3 minutes and moving on with my life. Well, the basic concept here is that I quote tweeted a screenshot of what I found to be a bad clickbait title and thumbnail for a Sonic the Hedgehog video. This is really fucking stupid, but we're still going. And I just expressed the ideas of toxic positivity that people usually bring up, and some criticisms I had for that. Unfortunately, people misconstrued that to me wanting to kill the person that made the video, send minions after them, and then inform to me that they are a minor and I should card them like I work at a liquor store before I post a tag. Words were said. I found it to be a little stupid, personally. If it's a 15-year-old person, they deserve to get out. I don't really agree with that because, again, my entire thing here is that I'm not going to send people after anyone. That's the last thing I support. I don't tolerate anything on that level at all. So when people tried to say that's what I'm doing, I'm like, no, you nimrods. If you followed me for any level of time, that's not a thing, alright? I think the closest to me ever doing that I can honestly remember is I did some level of this when I did YouTube stuff when I was fucking 15. Very fun use of age there. And then I thought that was stupid a year afterwards. So it's like, I'm not in that mode. Not really in that mode. The idea where it's just this thing of the reactions of this thumbnail prove the person's point. It's just like, I feel like there's so much more interesting things to talk about instead of toxic positivity or negativity on social media for posts that people will forget about in fucking a week. or for a lot of my posts, 5 minutes. But apparently people are starting to get upset, alright? People are getting hot and bothered. It's like that one artist that got dogged on for saying professional portfolio should be professional quality and people misconstrued it to hobbyist candy. There's just a lot of people where people get really worked up, and I think this is a part of the reason why I seem to handle Twitter stuff in general a bit better than a lot of people. A lot of people will like talk about how painful Twitter like is for them and how how it's like some hellscape, and I'm like, I don't know, I just post on it. I kind of just post on it and like move on. I agree that I was a bit more bitter, I think, like in 2018, 2019 a bit, but then I kind of went, this is a social media website, who fucking gives a shit? And then I kind of like moved on a bit. But I can't speak for, you know, I can't speak for others or, you know, police how other people feel, you know. I guess in the future, if I ever think about possibly quote retweeting someone else's screenshot of someone's bad YouTube title and thumbnail, I will card them like I'm selling them a box of cigarettes.
Is there really a way to that hill from over here?
Granted, it doesn't happen very often. I think I did it one other time when YouTube suggested, again, for me, it was another Sonic the Hedgehog video. But in my defense this time, 1, I knew they were an adult because I had seen their other videos, and 2, I didn't think most of their videos were quite good. The lesson here is that I'm always right, kinda. A little bit.
Last time I was inside Baldar, though.
This point offers vantage over all of Baldar.
Now I need you to understand what made you want to bring up this entire saga here on stream. I say this because I may have gotten in an argument with a YouTuber I like, and they may have unfollowed me. Egoraptor unfollowed you. Dude, Egoraptor would never follow me. I'm too based for Egoraptor, alright? I am way too based in Epic Pill. By the way, I've resolved things with that YouTuber, and they now follow me again. Because, of course, we're friends on Discord. I just fucking typed up a thing. I'm like, let's settle the thing. Which you can find simply by searching my own tweets. It was King K, which I highly recommend. You should actually check out their content on YouTube.
Sweet.
I've been following and mutuals with them for a few years. Honest conversation solving issues. Of course! I will always do that for a person unless I think that person is evil. And then I won't.
Warships are patrolling offshore.
But I will happily reach out to anyone if I care on any level
Bertrand
about it.
was all worked up over nothing.
That Lady Malkia's ship ran afoul of an Imperial patrol.
That, and I'm constantly, I always have this thing of I like to be understood when I speak.
Deploy its ships to
So if I feel like people are misunderstanding me, it pisses me off.
From their point of view, if they make a slight blunder and it starts a war with Nilbeth, then they wouldn't be able to focus on the fight against Osiris.
They'll still be on high alert, though. I just hope that doesn't hold up the little rock shipment we're waiting on.
We must hold our trust in Lady Malkia and the Royal Navy. Let us return. We need to report our findings to Captain Bertrand.
So do you like pancakes or hate waffles? I'm sorry, Hate Talk. They don't hate me anymore. I think they still hate you, though. I'm not getting the sense the game's ending anytime soon, so I'm not sure on the crux of the story. I feel like we gotta hit up the Empire and fuck with them a little bit, and then the people that are from space that are assisting the Empire will start leading their plot in. I feel like we have to. We're a good bit into the game. I heard the game's like 30 hours or something of that level, 30 to 40 for mainline, and we've mostly been mainlining. I haven't even unlocked half of the mechanics in here, just like when I play Star Ocean 5, so I know it's not gonna be much of an issue.
Now let us make our way back to Captain Bertrand.
I think you got like 10 more hours. See, yeah, it's not a problem. They've gotta. We've got to cap off the Imperial side of the plot before we can go into the the space side. I also base things on level. They're giving you party members that are like early 40s, like hours ago. It's a good way to like gauge it, unless it's one of those insane RPGs that are like, we're gonna end you on 90, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. What are we at like now? We're like 50. Yeah, we're like 50 or something.
We have company.
Yeah, but the game's level cap is 255. Yeah, that's true. The level cap in Disgaea is 9999.
Malkia did
So,
make it to Nilbeth safe and sound, right?
All we can do is wait.
Doesn't mean we actually
keep
have to
our
hit
faith in
that
her.
cap.
We should focus on matters we might yet
I love it when I can't tell what the story structure of the game is, and Walker was incredibly was kind of it's kind of similar, except when you like look at the level of the main quest, because they sprinkle the 10 throughout. But yeah, it was a thing of like, where is it gonna go from a narrative perspective? I totally get that. You play Endwalker, you get through that first third, you go, I don't know where it's supposed to actually like go from this point, which is always like fascinating. This game's actually been quite good. I don't think it's like a huge standout thing, but it's definitely solid.
That we cannot be certain of until we have made our return. We had best hurry for the Royal Palace. Captain Bertrand awaits.
I'm gonna kill this squad right here.
Destroy. Threat neutralized. Destroy. A threat neutralized. Destroy.
Doom is like, you are killing all of them. This is fucking crazy.
We got this.
Yeah, this is in the 7.5 range for me. There's just some unpolished stuff in here. Some story stuff that's a bit like acceptable but kind of weakish. It's not, but there's a lot of really charming stuff, like the sheer amount of
We should head to the palace and see Captain Bertrand.
sheer amount of locations that we have going on here. Some of the combat stuff that they come up with is a really interesting like twist on it. Everything going on with the Duma and the VA gauge and the AP system is actually pretty good. It's cooking something that is unique only to this game, I feel like. It's also a good response to, I guess, recent Tales games that also have a system that is, you have points and you can only press buttons when you have points. And this one handles it really well by rewarding you through its systems to be able to press buttons very often. I know this because a lot of people saw that this had a system like those Tales games and started whining about it, and I'm like, no, if you're playing the game right, that is never going to be an issue. Except for that one boss where you couldn't like do blind sides.
Are making sure he does.
But part of that seemed to be that I was under-leveled or under-equipped. Because my damage was super low and I had to down the difficulty during that.
Collapse. We ought to head by and check in on him later.
Forgot during dialogue I cannot open up the camp menu. I'm never gonna get used to that. It just immediately confuses me. It makes me go like, what the fuck? Why? What did I do? Okay, good. We are in fact on normal, by the way. I did not fold. I was afraid I may have put it on easy when I grinded, which I thought I might have, but I think I read a thing saying I should, and then I didn't. It doesn't up your gains or anything. It just makes so you can clear enemies faster. But Raymond Lawrence is so strong, he fucking crushes everything anyway.
We should go find Captain Bertrand.
I do think them constantly reminding me, go find the dude, go do this, is really funny. I'm like, I'm going. You don't need to remind me. In fact, we're close to the objective. I would have to be blind. This actually has more telling me what to do than a certain AAA video game that came out that people whined about, which is God of War Ragnarok. I wish the puzzle helpers came to me on that. Apparently, I couldn't find a floating triangle in a room earlier. A lot of the depth come from private actions that are clunky to find. Yeah, that's true. Overall, I think the main cast is acceptable enough where I'm like, okay, I like them well enough, even though I'm probably only going to get one private action, the one we got in the first stream.
Be that as it may, we should advise all civilian ships in Kato and Rifle to refrain from setting sail.
You have done excellent work. Lady Elena and Maester Midas are still hard at their research. I have been given orders to ask that you rest adequately upon your return, if you would.
Malkia, back already? That sure was fast.
Yo, what's up, girl? How we doing?
The Levitas ore is ready to load on our arrival, allowing us to sail back through the night. But the ore yet remains in Kato. I hastened back alone.
Why?
I heard from the boy upon our return to Kato that Midas has been working non-stop with no rest. Time is of the essence, I am well aware, but his results will be abysmal if he does not sleep. I've just given Midas a stern talking to, and shall be taking over his duties while he gets some shut-eye.
You can handle it?
This would not be my first time doing so. Besides, I understand Levitas ore better than anyone else.
Ain't that the truth? All right then.
I
Yeah,
hear
sure.
the boy alone has been charged with transporting the ore. Do help him as much as you can. I dare say he could use the assistance.
You
I wonder if she uses a spell
I'll
to
head out
like,
to Kato with Nina now.
to like freshen her hair up so she doesn't have to deal with that shit, yeah. Otherwise, let me rebraid this. 4 days until the wedding.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, quit being such a baby.
Cut me some slack, will ya? You saw that ore, right? Me, Albert, and Bertrand carried it all to the consortium ourselves. I can hardly even feel my arms anymore.
Those two are doing just fine, by the way. Maybe you need more exercise.
They're lifelong soldiers. I'm just some regular old guy, okay?
Never met a civilian like you before.
Ray, you realize you're incredibly jacked and use a
helping out
great
with the
sword.
ore refinement from today. I entrust the heavy lifting to you.
Yeah, don't worry. Ugh.
Our worst fears have been realized. We have uncovered an Imperial spy among our men.
How do you manage that?
We have made the discovery as we gathered intel on those involved in the coup, and those wounded during the withdrawal from Baldar. Luckily, it seems to be someone with no knowledge of the Folga.
Theo's father and Neon must have snuck them in. Speaking of which, where is Theo and his dad now?
Locked away in the dungeon.
Good. Today is when we start the calibration of the Fulga in earnest, but there's no knowing for sure if we'll reach the number we need. I'd like to pull some solid info on the Empire from him if I could.
Ah. Very well, then. I shall inform my men to grant you passage.
Raymond Lawrence will handle this, chat.
The dungeon guard should be somewhere on the northwestern side of the ground floor. We should be able to get to the dungeon from the northwestern side of the palace. Let's go see what
Raymond Lawrence, you said that twice. Chill out, bro. I'm gonna choke you out. I know every one of these dialogues are literally spawned by invisible lines on the ground, but that fucking got me, dude.
Greetings, Ray. Now, what brings you here?
So, you hear how Leticia's getting hitched?
Hitched?
Yeah. Her and the Empire's Prince Gerard are getting married.
What? Letty accepted their proposal?
To buy us the time we need to flip the tables. Unlike your father there, our little princess hasn't given up this fight.
Naught can be done to stand against the menace the Virians pose. To defy them would be madness.
I wanted to ask you something.
See you later,
You
Mortal
and
Thunder.
Theo know all sorts of stuff about the Empire, yeah? Don't suppose you've ever seen anyone else there that looks like Valange, Gaston, or Lola?
I have not. Their celestial ship carried only the 3 of them, but was large enough to house 3 or 4 warships.
Uh-huh. That's all then?
Are you so oblivious? A vessel larger than imagining, able to float in the sky and fire endless volleys of light. I have seen the trifling guns they carry, able to turn boulders to dust and pierce through iron. How can one resist the Empire after witnessing such?
Yeah, ain't the first time I've witnessed it.
What?
Thanks. It's all I needed. I'll be back if I think of anything else.
He was like, I am from space. They're using space
Might need to play our
guns.
hand a little better. I should talk with Captain Bertrand.
They, in fact, have many space guns. It has now been another 2 days since that last conversation.
Without a trial, such drivel.
The Fulga must be a secret. When we consider the quandary facing Princess Leticia and Chloe, we have no surplus of time on our hands. With the immense power at the Empire's disposal, our top priority should be getting the results we need.
Don't worry. With my simulation data, we shouldn't have any need for an actual test run.
I designed the Fulga. How will I know its limits without a field trial?
I can provide guidance via screen. I promise, it will output stable performance, even on the maiden voyage, even in poor weather conditions.
That's all empty theory. A test is necessary to be certain of actual flight.
Do whatever you want. Just do something. Today alone, I've got to service 20 Fulga. None of your blathering matters if there's no damn Fulga to fly.
That is true. We're, like, not doing anything. You should, like, maybe make the plot move today.
Knowing they were built by you and checked by Elena is all the guarantee I need. Unless you want to tell me your theories or Elena's simulations are anything but perfect.
I'm left with no choice. But I shall run a trial if the chance presents itself.
Yeah, woman angry.
You certainly know how to handle Midas.
I take no pride in it.
You want us to have Duke Lambert attend the royal wedding?
Not so loud, Cap.
The idea seems right madness. What is your aim?
Your Majesty, we can assume they'll have Neon and Valange there. The Duke will be our bluff. He was the leader of the national forces, so having him there will leave them second-guessing our military might. If we allow the Duke to participate at such an important national event, it'll make it seem like his traitorous forces are holding up better than expected. And what it will also do
is lead our foes to believe we've no choice but to rely on the very man who plotted against us.
Exactly. The more they make light of us, the more impact the Fulga should have.
And how might things be progressing?
Let's just say, there's a reason why I want us to use every option we have.
Bertrand.
Say no more, Your Highness.
On the eve of action.
We are out of time.
Wait! Surely you can spare a few moments. We are nearly ready.
His Majesty and the Corps have already left for Baldar. The ceremony is less than half a day away. Even were the Fulga completed, no time would be left to coordinate with our ground forces.
There's no choice.
You cannot give up on us. Elena and the others haven't.
We don't have time for tests, and your semiomancers aren't up to par. Using those things now would be asking for trouble.
The Fulga could never have been finished in the time allotted. However, this fact does not change our mission. We shall see the wedding disrupted, Her Highness safely rescued, and Baldar wrested back from the Empire's grasp. Let us build up the number of Fulga for the final confrontation with the Empire. Our top priority for this operation is the safe return of Her Highness. Theo, Raymond, and I shall enter first and conceal ourselves near the Basilica. Once her escort allows us an opportune moment, we will surround Her Highness. And work with the attending Bertrand.
See you later,
Extract her from the ceremony.
Darkened Dragon.
This was my idea. It's risky for sure, I know. But we need people who know the situation on the ground over there. The King and Captain Bertrand both agree.
If such is His Majesty's wish.
Sorry to do this to you. Give Midas and them our best.
Very well. But please, be careful out there.
Our aim is the hill to the east of Baldar. We can enter the Citadel from there. We leave at once, you two.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, this descent is somehow faster. Pretty good. Big rock. Ow, stuck.
We're on the same side now, so let's just forego all the nonsense and work like a team, okay?
Yeah, we have big gains to get.
Acceleration. Sorry, wizard. How was that? Destroy. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Threat neutralized.
My dude do be spinning. Yeah, Yeah, just make sure we didn't have anything in reserve in case the game became crazy. Alright, let's keep going.
I trust you remember the location of that knoll?
Of course I do. Nothing could take it from my memory. We can reach it from the path to the southeast.
So I learned that technology is truly a wondrous thing recently. My TV's remote died, and I was like, there's no buttons on this television. I think we're doomed. I then came to learn phones can just have apps that do that now. I was like, that's crazy. I thought I was like fucked or something. Granted, I bought a replacement, but I'm like, for the days until then, I'm like, how do I do this? Apparently, phones are these magical boxes of the future, saving my life every day.
It ever was.
Quite true. Let us make our way atop it. Sweet! All right. Looks clear. Let's slip in before we lose the cover of night. Theo. You should know.
I do. Should my sentence be execution at your hands, I accept my fate. But I swear on my life, I shall never again betray Letty or any of our allies.
I place my trust in your words.
Hey, come now. Do not trust me again so easily. It makes me nervous.
No. I believe you. But I shall strike you down just as swift should my faith be misplaced. That I swear on my life.
I know you will.
I would ask you to share what you have said here with Letty herself.
That much I can promise.
Let us make for Baldar. We should be able to make our way into Baldar down through here.
Are we certain we remain? What is to be our move? We may perhaps blend in.
I might do a longer stream of this today.
Security is out.
Yeah, I guess I could split the VOD this way.
Yeah, that's where this fella comes in.
All right.
See to the